Hi everyone, I'm David Griffin.
And I'm Michael Medina.
We're here to bring you this week's review of Arrow, Season 2, Episode 8, The Scientist. Now, there was a rumor that there was some type of character that was going to make an appearance today.
Yeah.
I don't know if I recognize him. Maybe
somebody.
you can help me with this new character. I've never heard of. Who's Barry Allen? Can you guys tell me who that is?
No, I never heard the name. Never heard the name.
Yeah, so we get the scientist has shown up, this kid who lies about his identity. We get a little bit of his origin story. What did you think about Barry Allen making a return, debut on Arrow?
I loved it. It was exciting. You know, it's funny. I feel like every single review that we do and stuff, I'm always ranting and raving.
Right.
The show's so great. The show's so great. But it's like every single freaking episode, at least for me, has been pretty epic.
Intense.
Really good. Like, I've really been enjoying it. Like, Barry Allen, like, I was excited. I'm sure a lot of you guys out there were just excited to see Barry Allen as I was and stuff. And I thought it was good. I thought it was fun. I like the fact that he looked like this young kid, you know, barely 21, that, and stuff, and a little nerdy and stuff. And he created a little bit of a drama,
love triangle,
you know, a little something. I mean,
some of you in your comments talking about Olicity.
Olicity,
you
know, I don't know.
Delana with the Vampire Diaries. CW loves their love triangles.
Felicity,
Felicity, yeah, Felicity.
Maybe.
Now let's go jump to the island, as this show does so intently every week. Is this jump?
Yeah.
Another love triangle on the island, maybe.
Yeah,
Deathstroke.
man.
Slade says, "I never got to tell you how I feel," or something like that. You know, man, who's been
With his
giving
perfectly
an excellent
burned face.
performance. Yeah, with he's half faced. He's got the half face going, just like the mask. Taking the serum, so we got another love triangle on the island.
Yeah.
Again, that's the only thing. I love this series, but I wish we got a little more time on the island. It feels like they jump so fast.
They do, and there's so much stuff happening on the island. I would love to get at least one episode, just one episode that just focuses on the island, because there's so much story to tell on it. You know what I mean? But I mean, that just goes to show you how good the show is. That there's so many different great stories going on.
Yeah, it's not a bad thing. I just want more.
Exactly.
Want more. So I guess this will get to the big reveals. I mean, we'll get to some of the smaller. We'll get to the big reveal. So another thing, Malcolm Merlin, big reveal last week or a couple weeks ago. He's back. And now it seems like Moira has some connections.
She mentions a certain Ra's al Ghul.
Ra's al Ghul, or Ra's al Ghul, as they're calling it in this season, depends on, I guess, what you want to call it. But I mean, she knows him.
Yeah.
She made a call. She called him on a cell phone. I don't know if she called him on a cell phone, but
Yeah, you know, smoke signals. Maybe.
Yeah, smoke signals, right,
But that was kind of like, again, one of those things where like every single episode, I'm like, what? You know, that type of like reaction and stuff, because every episode delivers a surprise. Yeah. Something you weren't expecting. I mean, even though you kind of figured we'd see, or at least hear from Ra's, you know, with the mention of the League of Assassins and stuff, so it was bound to happen, but it's still a shocker that Moira is even connected.
More than, see, I thought Merlin would know him even better, but he's like, how do you know that name? And it's just like, oh, I'm so, you know, he was so happy to hear that you were alive, so he can kill you. He wants to kill you, so run. Moira's getting tough.
She is.
Yeah.
I like the direction her character's going and stuff.
Right.
You know, because like all of like season 1 and stuff, she was kind of a pushover. Merlin basically had, you know, her wrapped around his finger and stuff. So this is a different side that I like to see.
She's tough,
you know?
and also, you know, we threw a little party at the house. It didn't go so well. You know, Moira's having some issues, but she is tough. She's back. She's confident. So I guess jumping around again, what did you think of Barry Allen overall?
He was fun. He was fun. I
like. We'll see him in his own series next year.
Yeah, exactly. You get a little bit of his backstory. It's not a full origin. Obviously, he's not Flash in this episode.
No.
You know what I mean? But he talks a little bit about like the fact that he's looking for the killer, his mother's killer.
Yeah.
You know, and so I thought he was funny. I liked his relationship, the chemistry he had with Felicity. It was pretty funny.
Was good,
Again, you know, trying to create a little bit of like a love triangle or something like that, which is nice. You know, but it was funny. He was definitely a fun character. Awkward, a little nerdy and stuff, which I liked. You know.
We also got a little bit of Brother Blood.
Yeah.
A little bit. Kind of just working with the serum, the whole, you know, drug that makes them super strong and everything. Thing that we were talking about this during the episode, I kind of missed during, you know, speaking of more DC stuff, The Dark Knight Rises. Bane was a tough guy who knew martial arts, but he didn't actually have the serum. It never talked about Venom or anything like that. I like that we're actually seeing, we're getting, Christopher Nolan's movies I never geeked out as much as this is. Well, this is more of a like, more comic book.
Absolutely.
You know, more
those
the comic
films,
world,
that was his thing. His version of the Dark Knight of Batman and stuff and the world. So you're absolutely right. And that's one of the ththings I love about Arrow, because we're basically getting what we did not get in those films, and what like a lot of fans have just been like,
just want to geek out. Let's see the Flash. Let's see who's the thing you saw today? A little
Ted Kord on. Yeah, it was like a little bit of piece of equipment there, just said Kord on it.
And Ted Kord is Blue Beetle.
Blue Beetle.
So I mean, it's just little like geek out. They have a little more Easter eggs in this. It doesn't have to be so real world.
Exactly. And again, they make a little reference to the particle accelerator as they do like in every single episode.
A lot of you have been pointing that out. You know, each week we always see the particle accelerator, and I like that we got Barry's assessment of that. He was like, "Oh, that technology. People say it's bad, but it's really not." So I mean, you know, I know they said they're going to give him his own origin story, so I don't think we're not going to see him turn into the Flash here, but it looks like we're going to get him next week.
Just get a little taste.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
And this brings up the question, like, we got to talk about this, got to look ahead to the future. Possibly, we might now see Ra's al Ghul. Like, before I thought, okay, maybe he'd just be a name that'll just drop, because we know they cast his illegitimate daughter from another woman, not Talia's half-sister, is going to be coming in, Katrina Law from Spartacus. So now we actually might see him. Maybe not this season.
Yeah, exactly.
Maybe next
Somewhere
season.
down the line, because now with her coming on board, and everybody's speculating that Isabel is in fact Talia and stuff, and now it's just like it almost guarantees that you're going to have to see her as well.
Right.
You know, at some point. Again, like you said, maybe not this season, but maybe next.
Right. Another revelation, and this is comic book world, so this could change. He said Ivo is dead. And all those who had the drug, but of course, I don't know about Ivo being dead. We thought Malcolm Merlyn might have been dead.
Again, it's TV, man. No one's really dead.
No one's really dead. You can't kill anybody else.
It's so easy to bring him back and stuff.
Right. So, I mean, the good thing is we are going to get more Flash next week, more Barry Allen, pre-Flash Barry Allen. He is sticking around for at least another episode. I think after that, maybe have one more. If not, this might be the last one, and then they're going to take, which I always hate, we all hate, the big winter break. You know, we're going to be off for a couple months, but that's okay. But I think this. So, are you still liking it for the almost to the end of the first half of the season?
I'm loving it. Like I said, every single episode just kind of blows me away. It's just like one thing after another. And I know I've always mentioned before, it's just like, oh, you know, can they keep this up? Can they keep this up? And it's like we're pretty much halfway through the season now,
really.
just about. And every single episode just keeps delivering. And one of the things I really loved about this particular episode, the fight sequences were shot really well.
There was a cool set piece when he was fighting the guy in the truck and he stabbed him and then he knocked him out, but he kind of skidded on the door. That, you know, it was good. It was nice.
Absolutely.
Yeah. They always do great fight choreography on a very small budget. They always shoot basically the same factory, same abandoned warehouse as
always
every
a warehouse.
episode. But you know, CW, they got to work with it. It's not HBO. So I mean, another great episode of Arrow. Looking forward to it. Continuing off next week, more Flash. You know, come chat with us. Talk to Mike and I. Share your thoughts with us. Let us know what you geeked out the most about this week with all the. Just so many revelations this week, so many things going on. You can find us at thinkhero.com. We also have a YouTube page, this YouTube page right here, just Think Hero Pro. You want to check with Michael, Dennis, any of the crew here at Think Hero. On Twitter, we're at Think Hero. I'm at Griffin DE.
And I'm at Mr. Michael Alexis.
And we also have a Facebook page. That's facebook.com/ThinkHeroFans. Be sure to spread the word. Give us a like this video, subscribe. You know, as always, I always want to hear your feedback, whether you hated this episode or you liked it, or you don't like our opinions on it. We want to share it, share it with us. So, as always, feel free to do that as well.